Our first session is on the future of the jewelry store. We are all talking about the latest technology and AI these days. Ladies and gentlemen, this session is on the technology innovations and the smart new age elements to wow our customers, because finally, customer is always the king. Speaking first on this topic shall be Mr. Hozefa Attari, the co-founder of Networkbay India. May I please, ladies and gentlemen, request you all to kindly put your hands together for Mr. Hozefa Attari, the co-founder of Networkbay India.
Thank you very much for having me speak here. Samit, as always, it's a great show. I'm happy to be a part of this. Appreciate all the time and your attention. I'm going to quickly take you through what we think is really happening in terms of technology at retail. When I think about technology at retail, or people are talking to me of the future of retail, most of the times I think this is the image that they're thinking of. People with helmets on their head, a combination of Minority Report and Star Trek. But after working with retailers for almost 10 years on technology, as well as some of the best retail technology partners, I think technology can create really magical experiences at retail if we let it. Allow me to tell you a quick update on what we are doing. Networkbay really wants to build every retailer store of the future, but we're combining the strengths of some of the best retail technology, design, and service partners globally. I'll give you an analogy. And I promise, I hope you guys don't laugh at me the way that my wife does, is we call ourselves the Avengers of retail. We want to destroy mediocre retail. My job here is to tell you about technology at retail. And before we start on showing you the top 6 trends on where retail are, I think what we are seeing a lot of emergence happening on the top end of the technology spectrum. You have your CRMs, your ERPs come in, but it's really the bottom end, which is the AI, RFID, augmented reality, virtual reality, where we think technology is going to create a great role. While I'm going to be primarily talking about the top technologies, my colleague Stephanie from Sondegres is going to be talking about the design experiences that we are building. So let's get started. Samit has warned me not to bore you all with too much theory, so I'm going to start showing you some good videos, examples to get this going. I think when you walk down a gold souk and you walk down flagship stores, one big opportunity is to develop what we call flagship technology windows. In a place like a gold souk, in a mall, to make a statement, more and more brands are using technology to create a really wow experience in the windows. So you have a lot of lights, you have a lot of other stuff, but what about technology? Can we use that? And we think, let me show you a video by what Saks Fifth Avenue has done with one of our other partners, the Science Project, to show you how we can create immersive experiences.
Happy holiday. Happy holiday.
This holiday season, the Science Project created a campaign to bring New York City shoppers into the magical Yeti world of Saks Fifth Avenue. The Yeti Snow Workshop features unique mobile technology built to connect your mobile phone with MasterCard-sponsored interactive windows. Just like the holiday spirit, our Snow Workshop is all about fun, play, sharing, and giving. First, enter your info to generate your Yeti name. Then choose a snowflake and flick it from your phone into the window itself. Watch your flake appear instantly, and then share that experience with friends. The core of our campaign focuses on driving customers in-store to use their MasterCard at checkout. We joined forces with MakerBot to offer 3D printed snowflake holiday ornaments as gifts for all shoppers who make MasterCard purchases. Saks Fifth Avenue has always been a cornerstone of New York City holiday shopping. Our campaign champions their traditions, inspiring passersby and pulling them into the holiday story and the retail experience. From your phone to Yeti snowflakes, to each and every discovery in store, Get lost in the magic of retail. Happy holidays from the Science Project.
And what we're trying to say is that having flagship tech windows is one big way to draw the customer in, because in busy markets, we're looking at getting the customer inside your doors, making sure that you engage them. But once you've got them inside using things like these, how do we move on to the next level of engagement? Let's imagine creating what we call the 7-star experience. The 7-star experience for a shopper is the store knows your name. When you enter, they bring out your favorite drink for you. They know what you bought in the past. And you have a stylist at your beck and call for 24/7. But we're seeing that these technologies, which were ideally done by some of the top brands using a lot of investment, are actually available out of the box, easy to use, and any brand can currently roll it out. One of the startups we work with is a company called FaceNote, based out of the US. And they're working with a lot of brands so that the store actually recognizes and changes its store signage as soon as you've opted in. They'll inform the store associate, they'll know you're coming in, address you by name. Those kind of things also, things such as the virtual stylist, which imagine having 5,000 of your shoppers have a virtual stylist with them 24/7 just to chat away. And brands like Louis Vuitton are using this, and so is Levi's. I'll show you a quick clip of how it works. And this sort of thing for fashion or even high-end luxury has engaged shoppers and created a lot of traction. The good part about this is we are looking at scaling this up to all your shoppers 24/7 without using the bandwidth of your sales staff. Coming to sales staff, one of the things that we've learned is companies are investing a lot in developing superpowered sales associates, people who use technology to deliver more sales instead of eliminating them from the store. Brands like Coach, Michael Kors, Chanel are using store associate mobility to be able to pick inventory from things which are not in the store, to put together a customer look, or even see through the CRM what they've brought in. A really good example is one of our partners called Hero, who are using this for IWC, where an online shopper gets to connect with an in-store associate. It's one of our first few examples of that happening. Imagine you've got a flagship studio, but your shopper is on the other end of the city. We have the ability to now chat with someone in the store who's an expert. The store associate literally picks up a call like an Uber driver would pick up a call for a ride. Take them through all the kind of products which are there, give them some live video tips. This also helps you to draw people into your store instead of just having them shop online and complete the sale. You can complete the thing and also do live video. I don't know if the video we can see this right now, but you can do a live video chat with a store associate, show them the different jewelry pieces, etc., which are in the store, and also invite them into the store, and you complete the sale. We've seen sales increase of almost 15 to 20% once you implement tools like this, which really connect online shoppers to in-store store associates. And once they do get in, the sales associate still make their commission. So that's a good way to keep them happy too. Now that we're talking about stores operating online, one of the key things that whether you're buying a ketchup or whether you're buying a $10,000 engagement ring, we're still looking at shopping at grids. That same grid which Amazon uses, jewelers are using, and there are a lot of interesting brands who are moving away from this grid system. Luxury retailer called Farfetch works with one of our partners called Obsess to develop experiential, browsable stores. So if you've developed a great flagship, let your customer come and virtually explore it. I'll just show you the video right now. That sort of summarizes some of the key technologies. I'm going to quickly pass on the baton to Stephanie from Sondegres, who's going to also talk to you a little bit more about the experiences at retail. Stephanie, all yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. So just to introduce you quickly the agency. So Sondegres, it's a French agency based in with different offices in 8 countries over the world. So we are about like 120 creative professionals working for different kind of clients, but helping the brands to create a lasting values from the brand strategy to the design in terms of product, packaging, and concept retail. So on the tech subject, so we came up with 2 other trends. So the fifth trend is customizing a new journey path. So digital and tech allowed the brand to create a lasting journey, a lasting experience even out the store. So from online to the shop, there is an endless and immersive journey. So this is how we call it, from virtual to physical. So let's talk about Berluti. So you can start your journey on the website by customize your shoes. You can select the product, you can select the model, the color, and also the pattern, and finalize your customization and your purchase right in the store. The other way around, you can start your journey in the store and then finalize your experience online at your home on your phone. So this is how tech allowed the brand to continue the journey. It's not only anymore in store, it's also through the new technology. Then we have, for example, Boom. It's a brand from Richemont Group. This is an online brand, actually. You have a few kiosks in retailers where you can just customize your watch and also try it on a digital app, and then you can save it and keep it in your phone. Then the customization, it's also an immersive path for everyone. So we can, it's digital also allow the brand to be able to show different kind of model, so to enlarge their selection away from that they have already in store. They can propose other models. So for Ellsberg, in Ellsberg Diamond Store, so you can, through digital app, you can try your jewel, you can try your ring. And there is another thing that we've noticed is there are in the concept store new rooms. So before we called it the VIP rooms, but now it's we are away from this from this name. For example, in the region, in perfumery, we've seen Barreau room raising into store. In Galerie Lafayette, you have, for example, l'appartement, if you want. So it's another kind of name to invite everyone to go in this room and appreciate and be delighted of the experience that the shop is proposing to you. So for in Ellsberg Diamonds, so you can just have as a magnifying glass 4.0, you can appreciate and have a nice view on the diamond, on the material. So feel closer from the jewel and from the jewel and feel like a bit of expert when you're entering into this room. So the question is, maybe we're gonna see soon a bridal zone, so to have a specific experience for this very particular moment. So we can imagine having this kind of room later on in other concepts. The last trend is online, a new in-market. So rethink a customer journey in line with new generation. Before, the shop was the windows of the brand. Now, the website is becoming the window of the brand, and then it comes the shop. Why? Because it's in line with our new lifestyle and in line with the new generation. So I think we all know, everyone knows the millennials, the Gen Z. So this is the kind of new audience that the brands are targeting. Tiffany & Co., it's quite interesting because they have implemented some digital into their store, mostly in their pop-up store, where they are mixing perfume and jewelry. So, for example, with the introduction of the vending machine, which is a common object that you can see everywhere, they manage to break the codes of luxurious goods and allow the customer to buy the perfume easily as if you were buying a bottle of water inside a vending machine. Then when it's come to digital in the ad campaigns, so they are using new models. In terms of campaign, it's not fixed as we used to see in the other jewelry campaigns. So it's very dynamic, it's very fresh, and also in terms of claim, they are using a digital code which is hashtag love not like. Then they go further on the digital by creating a filter on Snapchat. So this is a way how luxurious brands are able to connect any people to their brand. So even if you're not buying Tiffany, you can just show your interest into this brand by this filter on Snapchat, which is a digital app like that everyone is using nowadays. Then the last one is rethink a customer journey in line with new commitment. So this is a fact. Now the brands are more and more conscious in terms of production. let's talk about Baume. So Baume, as I told you previously, it's a brand from Richemont Group. It's actually an online brand, so there is no shop. They are focusing on the online experience. So first of all, in their values, they have the fact that they are taking care of the environment and trying to make in order to be in line with the environment requirement. And then when it's come to the online shop, it's not only a website where you can just scroll on the different models. You going into a true experience. So I invite you also to do the experience on their website. So basically you arrived on the white model, and then you can personalize everything from the background to the frame until the bracelet. So it's quite nice, and it's also another way to attract people, to attract the customer on your website. And then the last example is Horat from New York. So the same as Baume, it's an online brand. What is interesting with this brand is they launch a home try-on. So they propose to the customer just to pick like 5 models and then to have them sent to their home. So they are free to try them. So Horat is breaking also the barrier and the codes of classic jewelry by just offering a feel-at-home experience. So then you can buy, or you can just send whatever you want. So what is the next trend? Let's see later on. Thank you.